got a little bit fortunate. Brad was trying a double and it just kind of spread all of ours in the house, and Carrie came up a little bit light on a draw and a new path. So we got a little bit fortunate to have our rocks kind of all over the rings and get a big end. But the score wasn't indicative of the game. I thought it was a good game, lots of good shots from both teams. It was fun to play.
Yeah, and Jen said that. I don't know what end it was, but there's just never any. You can't take a second off. Like, it's okay, great shot now, but if they make this, we got to make this. And so yeah, it was a good game, and it's always fun to play against the best. I felt out of place. I mean, 3 skips and a sweeper, but I just tried to hang around and see if I could hit the rings a few times. And I just realized that split was for an 8-ender.
I know.
Oh,
Sorry. I knew it.
I was going to ask about the split,
I
but
just realized that. Damn. Oh
what
well.
could have been, eh? Brent was throwing a lot of hits out there. You were having to sweep a lot too, and you were proving that skips can indeed sweep.
Oh yeah. Those peels, I really hold them. So he wouldn't make them without me for sure.
It's true.
Hey,
I don't know. I think there's just so much respect among the players here. There's so many top players, lots of great mixed doubles teams. It's a tremendous field. I think it's the best field to ever be assembled at a mixed doubles Canadian Championship. So I think everybody's got a ton of respect. It's great for us to come out and play 2 good games. I thought we played well our first game, and come out and make some shots here and hopefully try to get on a roll. And we're having a ton of fun. We're getting to do what we love to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's any statement other than, we're 2-0, and it's a huge win for us. So we knew that was going to be the TV game when the schedule came out. I mean, you can't play against a team like that and not expect to be the TV game, which is always fun. And
our kids were very excited
yeah,
about that because it was during the school. So
when we play during the day, so they were excited. And so yeah, it's not just another win. I mean, you can say that, but it's not. Their resumes and record as players makes it, a game that you get maybe a little bit up for, and it's a big win for sure. But it is just on the standings, it's just one win.
Yeah, no, it is. I find it more stressful in some ways because every end is like your mind's working. I find it actually quite exhausting. I mean, it's sweeping aside. It's just more it's a mental battle. Like, even you're up 5 points and that giving up 3 or 4 is easy to do. So, but it is a fun format. Like, as you know, I love lots of rocks and play. I think it's what curling's all about. It's very entertaining for people to watch because there's lots of rocks in play. So we love the format, and Brent and I, for us, it's nice to do something together. And especially during a busy curling season, we get to also spend some time together as a couple, which is really hard to find some time to do that. So it's great for us all around.
Yeah, selfishly it is. It's kind of our as
holiday.
Sad as it is, it's a vacation for us a little bit. To be here together and get to compete together, that's obviously fun. Yeah, we both love the format. For me personally, I mean, I can impact a game a lot more in mixed doubles. There's a lot more pressure on me, so I probably get more angry in mixed doubles than I do in regular curling, because I'm okay when a team member misses, but when I miss and affect a game in the wrong way, that upsets me. So it's different, and that took some conversations and some learning, we'll say, on my part.
Okay.
He just sometimes would get mad, but not at me, just at himself. And I just said, at the end of the day, like, we're a team. So,
but if the girls are watching, you're not going to get mad on TV, are you, Langdon?
Oh, we're good. Like, actually, it's, surprisingly, we do really well playing together. We, there's not a lot of issues on that side. Then we can talk freely to each other, and we know how each other thinks and acts. And it just, Brent would get very frustrated with himself when he would put me in a bad spot on my last one. And so we just had to have a little chat that it's okay.
Yeah, and in terms of the girls, I mean, I think Jen would agree that we teach them that sport's an emotional thing. We put a lot of time and energy and have dedicated a lot of our life to this. So when somebody gets angry, it's okay, as long as you do it kind of, in the spirit of the game, and you're not angry at somebody other than yourself, and you don't damage the playing surface or do anything stupid. But it's an emotional game out there. It happens. The words slip, the reactions slip, and different people are wired differently. So I think it's a part of the game. I like seeing it in golf and other sports. I think it shows the emotion and what's on the line. But not to say that I'm going to teach the girls, or we're going to teach the kids to do whatever they want. But I think it's part of sport.
Yeah, it was good to pull out a win there. It was pretty similar scoreboard to yesterday's, and we were disappointed giving up the points late in the game. So we're good to make some shots there and come out with the win.
Yeah, I didn't say it, but I think 0-2 would have been pretty sketchy just because, if somebody goes undefeated and somebody has one loss, then you could be on the outside. So that was a really strong team. And the bright side was we were 0-1, but we played really, really well yesterday. And even some of the shots we missed were just on line calls by millimeters. And I think we just kind of picked off where we were, and but we played a pretty strong game again. So that's positive. We're 1-1, but it feels like we're playing good enough to be 2-0. Field, to me, it's one of the most talented fields we've had for a Canadian championship. We've played Canadian championships in front of really small crowds, and then we played a couple years ago in Fredericton with lots of people there in the arena. So it kind of feels maybe a little bit more normal than it would compared to a Briar or Scotties, but the field is really strong. The ice is fantastic. I think they really have it dialed in for mixed doubles play. The speed up the middles nice and quick, and there's lots of curl. And I just kind of can't say enough about how good the ice is right now for the mixed doubles play. So it feels really good that way.
The field is great. There's a lot of the top teams playing this week. We've played in a lot of mixed doubles events with really strong fields. So there's a lot of great teams at the Worlds. We played in the trials together, and there's a ton of great teams there, and at the Canadian Championships as well. So yeah, we're used to having strong, tough teams to play against.
I don't know if there is. You have to curl well, and you have to communicate really well because there's only two of you out there. So you kind of have to communicate like there's a 4-person team. So that's kind of been one of our strengths since day one. And I think you kind of have to take on a larger role out there than you do on your 4-player team. And, we sort of have that experience of playing back end, playing front end, and we're just sort of relying on that to just try to make as many shots as we can. I think that's maybe the secret, but yeah, if you find out what it is, let us know. For sure.
Yeah, we just are grateful for the opportunity to play this year. We're happy to be here, and yeah, just really happy to be curling again. So no, I don't think there's any pressure. We're happy to be here and just really want to play well.
Oh, feels good. Feels like there was a bit of rust in our first game, so it was nice to kind of feel like we got rid of some of that today, and we just went out and played, and it was lots of fun.
Yeah, I felt like we had a great start yesterday, and we just kind of lost it in the last half of the game. So it was really nice to bounce back and get the win today. Even though you're coming off a loss, it felt like we played well enough to get the win yesterday. So getting the win today was great.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I know yesterday I struggled a bit with just getting the weight. So we came out to practice last night and kind of got a little bit more comfortable with that. So that definitely helped. And again, we just spent some time last night just like reminding that we're just here to have fun and it'll all come together. And that's kind of what it felt like it did today.
Yeah, just being able to curl is amazing right now, and not having to worry about anything else that's going on. So we're just so happy to be out here playing, and it's just awesome. Yeah. Well, maybe more so for us than some of the other teams. It's been like a year in the making, having won our province like a year ago in March, and then having it all canceled, and then not knowing what was happening, and finding out at Christmas time that we were being able to come back again. And it was all kind of just an unknown for so long, and then not even being able to practice for too much. And yesterday was our first game in over a year, so probably we knew there would be a little bit of rust coming into it, but yeah, we're just incredibly happy to be out here playing.
Oh, it's so fun, and to be like on this ice, like you're not going to get better ice anywhere. And yeah, with everything that's going on, and just being able to come here and feel really safe, and everyone is, you can just tell that everyone here is so happy to be here, and it's just, I don't know, it's just great.
Yeah, I thought the entire game was solid by both teams, and we traded some opportunities back and forth, and kept it very tight. And those are the nice ones to pull out the win with the last shot there. And Ty just held that rock all the way down, and we were very close to not winning that, but it was a spot we'd seen a couple times, so we felt pretty good about it. Talked about how much we wanted to throw, and felt really good to make that one.
You know what? I actually am going to say, Al, I'm not going to be prideful here. I almost blew that shot really badly for us. So I was out of position about halfway down, and then it did make its turn, and I really wasn't actually in a great spot. And Nancy called on, and I just got back on it in time to make the shot. But I actually felt great out there yesterday. I was definitely amped up, and my heart rate was jacked. And today I was, more myself, way more calm, and I felt great out there. Actually, that was a fun game. Reed and Selena played well. The sheet of ice was fantastic. It was just good to make that last shot. I would have been a little upset at myself if I didn't get it by, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like more than anything that not the results, but the we came out a little shaky yesterday and built on that today. And I thought, like I said, both teams played great. There was a lot of good shots back and forth, and Selena made a heck of a shot on her last one. So it was a great game.
And
Jeff
Ty,
Stoughton in the background.
Jeff, who now?
Jeff Stoughton in the background, just doing a dance for us. So
Did he used to curl once, didn't he?
Yeah,
he's
trying
pretty
to
good.
get us to smile more.
He's pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I think Nancy and I have always done well since we've started playing together is we really just we look to the next shot, not to really the next team that we're playing necessarily. I think all the teams here are going to be really good. So obviously Mark and Brianne are, very accomplished curlers. Just like, as Selena and Reed were today. We're just going to step on the ice and try and do what we did today. It's a bit of more of a process is what we focus on. And we're excited just to be on the ice, regardless of who we're playing tomorrow. We're going to be excited for the game and ready to play.
I got pretty amped up in a couple of those shots, and I was remembering why I love mixed doubles so much.